Hi, welcome back to the channel. Train Station 2 construction event. I managed to climb to the top for the second competition. I'm really happy with the results, but I'm working really hard to make sure I maintain at the top because I really need those 350 coins. That would make up about 700 coins, and I'll be short of 300 more for the, of course, you know, the legendary train drill master. The competition, this being the second, which means that there'll be 3 more after this. If I manage to clinch on this 350 coins, that means that as long as I got 100 coins per competition, I will have sufficient of 1000 coins for that legendary train. Because I foresee that from the third competition onwards, it'll be getting really tough. So I'm really happy if I'm able to do the 350 right now, and then just get 100 targets for each of the competition 3, 4 and 5. So that's my way of working. Because I know that for the first and second competition, I'm not too sure whether it's a system arrangement, or is it that it's more towards of people not knowing how to play the event. Just wondering, because sometimes it could be the system configuration whereby after the first and second competition they may group people together, and then eventually you'll find that the third competition onwards is getting really tough. So that's the reason why I always want to struggle to make sure that we get this first and second competition so-called the maximized potential of the coins that we could achieve. So that's the reason why I really work that hard for the first and second, and I really emphasize that for the first you can't prepare, but for the second you can, because for the second competition you can prepare that 3 jobs, but you shouldn't choose any other jobs, but rather the jobs with the highest EP, like 80, 60 and probably 40. So you'll start off with 180 points, so that's important. Whereby there's this very low EP points on your hand, you should quickly complete them and hope for next one with a higher EP points. Then just got to keep that 3 EP points job on hand before the start of the next competition. But again, do not so-called impede your own progress by just hoping that 1 day or 1.5 days later this competition will start, and then you just hold on and not doing anything. What I meant is that you should hold the 3 jobs probably like 8 hours before the next competition and try to hunt for the best 3 jobs, okay? Like this 17 EP points is not worth holding. Hold at least minimally, I would say 40 EP points, 160 and 180, so you get 180 points at a good head start for you. So I can see now I'm still struggling because the first guy actually worked really fast. He is really good, and I'm really struggling to catch up with him. But the fortunate thing is that probably of the time zone differences, I managed to catch up with him. But I believe when I go to bed, he may do the same thing and take advantage of the time zone differences. I'm really hoping that when the event ends, it happens to be ending at my time zone, so that I'll take advantage of that. But apparently that is just wishful thinking in a way, because everybody may have different time zone, but as long as you continuously do your best, then there is always a very tough competition. Of course, I haven't been spending gems on the event yet. That will be a last resort. I'm trying to save up all these gems I have. I only managed to upgrade 1 more slot, which I spent 30 gems for that architectural materials factory. Other than that, I've not been spending gems to get extra dispatcher, nor did I use it to expedite the progression, nor did I upgrade for another tier of production in that architectural materials factory. So I'm just been happy with 3 slots there in the architectural material factory, and I'm just keeping those gems just in case at the last moment I got to quickly bring back the dispatcher and send him out, because we may be just maybe short of 10 points or 20 points. So those kind of differences we're going to make up by using the gems if really needed at the last moment. I'm currently happy to overtook him at by 30 EP points. My objective is really to create a huge gap, a comfortable gap, I must say, would be around 300 EP points. If I could do that, then that would be securing that first position, because you know, the time zone differences is really something that keep people awake at night. So that's the reason why. As for France, I'm not doing anything right now because of this competition. During the in-between competition, probably I'll do some, and I'll try to do more during that 8 hours before the start of next event, because by then I will stop the have chosen the 3 very high EP points jobs on hand, fully completed. So that is the moment that I'll do a lot of those France deliveries to complete it soon. But again, completing France itself doesn't bring a lot of trains, but apparently just bring possibility of getting those good trains, because they unlock trains as you progress in those jobs. Of course, I think after I checked the France, I think there's 1 train, if I'm not wrong, that's good. The rest is just for unlocking, so they can get them through the containers, that's all. I was hoping to get those trains, but no, it's just unlocking. Alright, so you can see me now really busy preparing for the dispatch. And of course, you got to take note that maybe you didn't have the same situation as me, because I just started Region 4, then I joined this event with the low capacity. So what I meant is that at times you have trains that have very strong capacity, because let's say they ask for Region 3 trains, then that's good for me. But they ask for Region 4 trains, my capacity will be low. But I got to take note to better manage them. For example, if I got 3 extra dispatcher and that job only allows a train with 4 capacity, I'll rather not send that 3 dispatcher out, but wait for those 3 that was sent out earlier to come back before I send again, and I work on the other jobs first, because other jobs may require Region 3 and I got strong capacity, but they need a dispatcher to drive that train, right? So I'll focus like that. If not, I'll send those dispatcher out to get the raw materials prepared for the next delivery. So not to waste your dispatcher by sending them to send things on a 4 train capacity. So unless there's no choice, which means that you really need to do so, because that's all you have. I mean, the maximum is 4 capacity, then there's no choice, right? But other than that, I think you should try to conserve your dispatcher and send it out to the maximize whatever they need to do. Like this chairs is good because they're asking for Region 3 trains. So I should do for this, instead of sending a train with 4 capacity, I can send a train with probably 40 over capacity for that delivery. But again, always try to keep a train with you so that you can collect those raw materials required. So like for example, now I need timber because I need to make more chairs, because chairs are required. So I'll just quickly go and send out one 80 capacity legendary train to grab 80 timber at once. If I could wait, when the trains come back, and then I would so-called send the team for timber and then manufacture the chairs, will need time. So in order to optimize the time, try to prepare all the raw materials before you go and dispatch them. So now you can see I've created roughly about 80 gaps, 80 EP points gapped. It's still not good enough for me. I'll try my best to create at least minimal of 300 gapped. That would be allow you to have a peaceful sleep night. So that's the reason why I think we will work really hard for this event. If you're in this second competition as well, and I wish you really good luck, and you're going to please work hard on it, because legendary train doesn't come easy, especially those with have some meaning, like the team construction team kind of trains, which is really good for us as collectors. So I really encourage you to do so, and I hope my video have motivated you to do better in the event, and then I really wish you good luck to get the first, if not at least third. Alright, so thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.